Welcome to the Armstrong National Park. Here we are surrounded by many very beautiful redwood trees, and we're taking a stroll along this nicely paved area for us to walk through.
But no question, she's more beautiful than redwoods, right?
What she said.
Welcome to my YouTube channel, Leon's World SL. Welcome to another episode. Andito tayo ngayon sa Armstrong National Reserve. Subscribe lang kayo and we'll show you around. Everyone is getting ready for the hiking.
The cathedral-like trees of Armstrong Redwood State Natural Reserve complement the rolling tree-studded hills of neighboring Austin Creek State Recreation Area.
Armstrong Redwood State Natural Reserve and Austin Creek State Recreation Area share a boundary, but the parks are quite different from each other.
Five-acre Armstrong Redwoods, shaded by ancient coast redwoods, has been a cool summer escape for generations of park visitors. Temperatures are moderate with fog year-round. The nearly 6,000 tree-studded acres of Austin Creek provide a bright, sunny place best experience in spring and fall. Summer temperatures here can reach 100 degrees.
There are signs of burns. Surely, long time ago, there was a big wildfire here. That is why there are signs of burned body of the trees.
Before the early 1800s, the Kashaya Pomo people lived along the coast in what is now called the Russian River. The ocean and the river's plentiful resources sustained the Kashaya people. With the construction of nearby Fort Ross in 1812, the lives of the Kashaya were abruptly altered. Fur trappers from the Russian-American Fur Company arrived at the fort seeking sea otter pelts and a place to grow food for their Alaskan outpost.
For nearly 30 years, the Russians employed numerous Kashaya Pomo people as agricultural laborers, many of whom lived around the fort or in nearby villages. Some Kashaya women intermarried with the Russian immigrants. Today, Kashaya Pomo and other native groups still live or visit the area to gather leaves, roots, and other natural ingredients needed to make some of the world's finest, most sought-after Native American baskets.
Colonel James B. Armstrong. Ohio native Colonel James B. Armstrong was one of the very few 19th century lumber barons who appreciated both the intrinsic beauty and the commercial uses of redwood groves. In 1874, Armstrong moved to Sonoma County with his wife and family. They built their home in Cloverdale, where he invested in orchards and real estate, there and in Santa Rosa. Working with crop plants, Colonel Armstrong became a lifelong friend of agricultural pioneer Luther Burbank.
Sonoma County, Armstrong began to purchase land in the dense redwood forest 2.5 miles north of Guerneville. He saw that thousands of acres of seemingly inexhaustible redwoods were being reduced to clear-cut tree stumps, thus inspiring the original name Stumptown. To preserve some of his land from his fate, he deeded 600 acres of the ancient forest to his daughter Kate, with plans for an arboretum and natural park. The Armstrong family allowed the public to visit and enjoy the beauty of the peaceful redwoods.
Armstrong later bought the Big Bottom sawmill and cut and processed millions of feet of redwood lumber. The redwoods he has deeded to Kate remain intact. 400 of those acres eventually became Armstrong Redwoods State Natural Reserve, where we are today.
Armstrong's other daughter, Elizabeth, and her husband, Reverend William Ladd Jones, dedicated the Colonel Armstrong tree. This monarch of the forest, chosen before his death in 1900, commemorates Armstrong's vision of saving ancient redwoods. The state of California acquired the grove in 1934. By 1936, Armstrong Redwood State Park was open to the public.
The remaining coast redwoods, the tallest living trees on Earth, now grow naturally only along a narrow coastal belt from southern Oregon to central California. The wet fog that shrouds this ancient temperament rainforest helps maintain the moist conditions that the trees and the wildlife that depend on them need to exist. Today, scientists are studying the effects of climate change on redwoods.
Wow, what a really big and tall tree, redwood tree. Recorded as 308 feet high and 1400 years. Wow, it's really old. So here we are, as we enjoy the nature, we enjoy having fun. So, tingin sa camera, habol sa camera, at namahagip sa camera. Ha! See you next time! This is Armstrong Redwood Natural Reserve here in Sonoma County, California.